morning, friends. My goodness, how are you? I hope you're doing all right this morning. Hello from another day here in Brooklyn. We are about to get started. I have my little super old phone to check you guys' comments. So if you'd like to, during the yoga class, ask me anything, PG, please. Ask me anything about yoga, what's happening here, or just say hi, or send a comment or a shout out. Please feel free to make friends in the comments. This is a very positive, healthy community. So if you're new to this class, welcome. We've been going here for 40 something days in a row. I think probably almost 50 days. So maybe we'll have to have a 50-day, some sort of a nice mark to that. So welcome. I thought today, Monday being the start of the week, we always get a little sweaty, a little bit more big energy. And I thought we could do a little bit of a primal animal tiger focused flow. So I'm probably one of the only people in the world who hasn't watched Tiger King, but I hear things about it all the time. But this isn't really so much about that show. This is more about moving in a way that, not like the animals, in a mimicking way about the animals, but taking the deep wisdom that animals do, which is only move exactly what they need to do to accomplish what they're trying to do. So animals don't stress themselves out with their minds. They don't do extra movements with their body that they need to do. That's why they're incredibly strong for how big or small they all are. So it's an amazing thing. We have so much to learn from the animals, and that's why your house cat can just hang around and look so lazy and then all of a sudden jump to the top of the refrigerator or whatever. It's because she's relaxed, she's moving her body in all the ways she needs to move her body in harmony with herself. She's not thinking thoughts that are insecure or fear-based. Who knows what your cat at home is thinking? Probably pretty cool stuff. And then she looks at the top of the refrigerator and just decides to go, and then boom, all the way up. So we'll bring that tiger energy here today and move only what we need to do to accomplish the task at hand, and see how far that can take us, see how much we can accomplish. So welcome. Feel free to say hi here in the comments. This is so cool. I have this thing. I'm so excited about it. Anyway, feel free to say hi to me, to each other. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started here in just a moment. And yes, another Monday, another big energy day. And if you're new here, we start off the week really strong, and then we start to wind things down a little bit. And Saturday, Sunday, we have nice chill flows. If you missed the low intensity interval training yoga yesterday, lit, come on. Amazing. So that's up on the IGTV as well. So I've started cataloging all of these lives that we've done together just so we can have them. You can practice them, share them with your friends and family on IGTV here in a little series that they call it on Instagram called Resident Yogis. So you can dive in for that. And I've cataloged some of the workshops that I've been able to save because of technical functions on the phone that I don't need to bore you guys with, and workshops here as well. So you can always check out the link in our bio. Also, we have loads of streaming classes and yoga, tai chi, and shiatsu. Our at-home retreats are a perfect thing to dive into right now. A lot of you guys are diving into the Rest and Renew retreat, or Simplify, or How to Practice at Home, which is really great to learn how to be confident in coming up with your own phrases built on the vocabulary of movement and sequencing. And we have just a few days left on our annual spring sale with all of that, which is really nice, hopefully for all of you and anyone out there looking to grab practices to dive into your yoga teacher training. We have our online Art of Sequencing training there, and there's a really great group of people from all around the world joining in. So I'm going to do some more workshops on that as well this week. But enough chit chat for me. Let's get started with some yoga, some tiger flow. Tiger flow, let's go. So again, I have a sneeze that's coming, but oh, I'm supposed to sneeze on my elbow. Anyway, sorry about that. Something. All right, tiger flow, let's go. So again, main thing, that we'll practice here is not stressing ourselves out. And again, if you've been with me or with any Strala guide practicing for a while, you are hopefully getting on the bandwagon with having a good experience from using only what you need to use to accomplish the movement that you're doing. And of course, number one, that feels really good. So it's helping your body be in the flow state, helping your whole self rest and renew and repair while you are active. And also, this is the big kicker, which we'll focus on today. You will accomplish so much more. And this is really, the big secret, not just in yoga, but in everything. So everybody that you probably really admire that's doing something amazing has a practice of this. They're doing the thing that they do with the least amount of energy possible. They're practicing it over and over and over in the most efficient way so they can perform it very, very well, very efficiently, not wear themselves out in the process and do more. So whether that's a professional athlete or an author you admire or a leader you admire, whatever it is, this is really the practice. They may not be doing this kind of physical practice this way, but they're doing the same concept in their expression, in their art form. So enough yammering here. Let's try it out, see what happens. Find a nice neutral place. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your palms together, plug in toward your center. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Twice more, big inhale. Long exhale. More, big inhale. Long exhale. Relax everything down there. We'll crawl up onto all fours here on your hands and knees. Take your time as you slide around there, real easy on your joints and on the rest of you here. And just like your cat or your dog or whatever animal you're watching on National Geographic here, rolling around a bit in your body. Moving how it feels best for you. A little shift your hips side to side. And try not to think about your body as a problem. I think that's such a big problem right there. And of course, if you are stuck in that mindset of thinking as your body is something to conquer, see if for a moment here you can allow yourself to move into all the places that feel just right for you. Breathing nice and big and full. And tuck your toes, lift up and back here toward your down dog. A little bend in your knees, gentle shift your hips side to side. Crawling out toward your plank pose, nice long wave, and we'll hang here for a little while. So a little bend in your knees, gentle roll of your hips side to side, easy forward and back. So we're staying here in this supposed challenge for a moment, but there's no need to conquer anything here. Just soften through your knees, move from your hips a bit. So this isn't about your arms pushing the ground away. You don't need to push the ground away. The ground is not going to be pushed away by you. So there's all these funky habits that we pick up in our exercise and our yoga that we don't actually need to be doing here. Just breathe. Lift right up and back. Down dog. And again, crawl back out toward that plank pose. Nice long wave. This time side plank on your right side. Lift up. Roll right. Big, easy stretch and open. Nice cat stretch all the way back toward your middle. Lift up, roll left. Big, easy stretch and open. All the way back here toward your middle. Come on down for your belly. And lift on up 2 more times here. Ease on down. And all the way up one more time here, little yoga happy hour. Ease on down and lift right up and back here, down dog. Is this rug? No, we've had this rug for a long time. I just usually shoot in that location. Over in the other part of the living room. Okay, we'll crawl up toward the top of your space there. Easy, slide along. Drop over your legs. Sorry for the sniffles, guys. Round yourself all the way up towards standing. Take a big inhale to stretch up. And easy up and over your legs. Find the ground. Crawl on back toward a plank pose here. Easy. Shift a little side to side. Easy forward and back. Find that place where you're not fighting yourself. A little challenge maybe creeping up on you. Let your inhales fill you up. And your exhales, this time bring you all the way down. And come on up 2 more times here, ease on down. And lift on up 1 more time here, ease on down. This time right up and back. Down dog, settling in. Let's start to move here, lean left, big, and now pull your right leg way up and back behind you. Down dog, split, roll it open. And low lunge, lean left as you slide that foot right on there between your hands. Sink your hips low. So taking all those moments where you're not working, you're not doing here, and let yourself fully relax. No need to spend energy in anticipating what's coming. My goodness, doesn't that deplete us? So that's why we can't really just say from here and then jump on top of our refrigerator. But maybe we could if we actually wanted to do that, if we were more relaxed when we're not working. So that's the big secret from the tiger, the big secret from the cats. Tuck your back toes, keep this back knee on the ground. Shift up and back toward your runner's stretch there. Lean a little left, lean a little right as you go. Relax over this leg, breathing. Crawl back out toward that low lunge. Keep your hands on the ground. Tuck your back toes. Hello from Toronto. Beetle. Lift up through your hips. Good to see you. Drop over those legs. Now sink right back toward that low lunge here. Scoot your feet a bit apart. Roll up through your middle nice and high. And sink right here. 2 more times. Lift up high. And easy. Sink low. 1 more time. Lift up high. Easy all the way back down. Lean left. Slide on back. Down dog. Other side. Lean right. Lift your left leg way up and back. Open. Low lunge. Lean right. Slide that foot on through. Drop through your hips here. Again, easy. Sink. Little roll side to side. Make sure you're moving from your hips and not from your shoulders. It's another thing the tigers are great at, is not moving from their extremities. Even when they're putting a paw out, it's coming from the center, right? So cool stuff. It's nice to know that moving in harmony with yourself isn't something new. It's not something invented or made up. It's how to move efficiently. So if you're training yourself to move from your arms, move from your legs, or see how that starts to seep into your mindset of needing to fix your body, or your body needing something to be different about it, that it's not, or you end up in this war with yourself. See if you can come to some peace talks by moving a little bit more from your center. Tuck your back toe, shift up and back toward that runner stretch here. Hello from Tokyo. Arigato gozaimasu. My goodness, I miss Tokyo. Love you guys. Hello, Shiho. We have Estrella, partner studio in Tokyo. So fun. So nice. And crawl all the way back out toward that low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift up through your hips, drop your torso over your legs. Easy here. Little bend in your knees. Sink right back toward that low lunge. Roll up through your middle high. And sink low here. 2 more times. Lift up high. And easy sink low from your hips. Your big inhale brings everything up. It's nothing but your center. All the way back down. Lean right, crawl on back. Down dog. And crawl up toward the top of your space there. Easy. Drop over your legs. This time chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips, lift up. Sink low here. Hang in your chair for just a bit. So instead of holding, waiting for this to be over, simply allow yourself to be moved by your breath. Big inhale. Long exhale. Twice more. Big inhale. Long exhale. Once more. Big inhale. Twist toward your right side here, real easy. Big inhale to stretch. And easy twisting left. One more time each side will lift up. Easy right. And a lift up. And easy left. Big inhale to stretch. This time right up and over your legs here. Interlace your hands behind you. Nice shoulder release. Relax your hands down toward the ground. Crawl your hands out a bit. Take some weight into your arms. Sink on down. Easy. Roll around a bit here. So every breath you have an opportunity to relax. The inhale helps you do some work. Every exhale, use it. Enjoy it. Otherwise, you're missing out on the big lesson there. And crawl yourself on down. Come on down here. Lift up your legs for a nice Monday morning boat ride. Roll a little side to side. Again, before anything crazy happens, it's not crazy. Relax, no tension that you don't need ever. Ease on down. And coming up. And again here, easing down and rolling up. And again here, easing out. Imagine if you could apply this to your everything. That's really the goal, guys. All the way down. You don't have to think of, oh, this is how I am when I do yoga. I just do yoga to relax. And, you know, when I'm at work or when I'm doing this, I have to be really tough. I have to be really aggressive. I have to be a totally different personality in order to get what I want. Well, that's exhausting. And if you're stuck in that mindset, you know it just doesn't work. You hardly get that thing that you want. You hardly convince that person to do what you actually want them to do, right? Okay, come on up. So using your practice to really point yourself to how you'd like to be. All right, let's roll a little bit side to side. All right, lean over to the right side and come on up and over to the left side and come on up and over to the right side. And up and over to the left side. Easy, no big deal. One more time each side or right side. And up, last one here, left side. Once you're up here, grab a hold of again something. Stretch out. Breathing. Relax your feet down toward the ground there. Crawl your hands back behind you. Lift up. Find those moments of release. And learn of all those little moments where you could have done the movement a little bit easier on you. Crawl yourself out. Lift all the way right up and back. Down dog. Move a bit more here. Lean left. Lift your right leg way up and back. Roll open. This time arc your knee way high and around toward your right shoulder. Lean forward to look forward there. Bring that leg up and back. Same thing, twisting here all the way down and across your body. And up and back. One more time like this here, way high and around right shoulder. Moving easy. And up and back. Last one, twisting here all the way down and across your body. And all the way up and back. Low lunge, lean left, slide your foot right on through. A little fuzz on me there. Scoot your feet a bit apart. Roll up through your middle high. This time, palms together. Sink your hips low. So again, this is a difference of moving from your arms, I'm exaggerating, then moving from your center. So much nicer for you. You get more done. Lift up. Twist toward this front leg here. So you don't need to decorate yourself with your yoga poses. Allow yourself to move from your center. Move with your breath. Notice what happens. Open up your arms. That left hand finds the ground. Right arm floats up. Twisting. Trade sides. Right hand finds the ground. Spin your back heel down. Roll from your hips and belly. Everything open. Hello in Germany. I know it's the afternoon, guys. All right, come up towards standing. Bend through your knees. Reach your top arm back. Lift up through your middle high. And sink low. Warrior two. So we'll hang here for a little while. Just like that tiger. Maybe ready to pounce. Or maybe it's just taking a chill. Hanging out. Either way, it's the same. So ready for action or relaxing is the same. Pretty cool, huh? Can't make this stuff up. It's just how the world works. So we really have a choice to move how we can move efficiently according to the laws of nature, where we can get more done, or we can decide that, oh, we don't really want to do that laws of nature stuff. We can game the system. We can hack it. We can be a little bit more intense than we need to be to just kind of, or whatever that version is for you. But, you know, by experience, that doesn't work. That leads to stress and struggle. That leads to fighting with yourself, with others. That leads to conflict. That leads to not getting what you want, not getting the things accomplished that you actually would truly desire to have accomplished. All right, lift up through your middle. That was a little bit of a distraction. And all the way back. Easier that way. 2 more times. Lift up through your middle. And all the way down. 1 more time. Big inhale. And long exhale. Tip it all the way back. Reverse. Lengthen out a bit so your hips are lifting. Everything's coming back. Wave up and over. Forearm rests on your thigh. Back arm floating up and over. Roll your body open. So low lunge. Instead of leading with this hand to come down, move your hips toward a low lunge first. See what happens if your hips start to twist forward, and then guess what? That left hand comes down, then the right one, and that's beautiful. Lift up through your hips. Drop your torso over your legs. So it's every single moment you have a chance to move a bit better. Move more in harmony. Scoot your feet a bit apart. Roll up through your middle high. And all the way down. Lean left. Slide on back. Down dog. Okay, other side. Lean right. Lift this left leg way up and back. Roll open. Arc your knee way high and on from your hips, not from your shoulders, from your hips. Don't flex. Don't do anything. Move yourself. All the way up and back. Animals aren't showing each other how strong they are. They're simply doing it. They don't need to have pretense. And up and back. 1 more round here, way high and around toward that left shoulder. And all the way up and back. Last one, twisting here all the way down and across your body. And all the way up and back. Low lunge here, lean right, slide that foot right on through. Scoot your feet a little bit apart there. Roll up through your middle high. Palms together, plug back in. Lift up. Twist toward your front leg here. Hook your elbow right outside. Easy. So moving from your center, not kind of trying to shove yourself into any position. You're not going to have a better week by practicing shoving. Practice being movable here. Open up your arms. That right hand finds the ground. Left arm floats up. Trade sides here. Left hand finds the ground. Spin your back heel down. Roll your hips, your belly, everything opens. Come up towards standing here. Bend through both knees. Reach your top arm back. Lift up through your middle from your hips. Then everything follows. Sink. Warrior two. Turning those back toes in a bit there. Sink low. leave yourself alone. Big inhale, filling you up. Long exhale, relaxing. 2 more times, big inhale. Long exhale. So if you feel like you don't have time for your yoga, I know this is probably not for the people watching right now or practicing, but if you have friends that feel like they don't have time for yoga because it's just not challenging enough, or they don't want to relax, or it's just too hard to relax, or they're not flexible, start to become movable yourself a little bit more around them. Start to use your whole body in response to your breath. And you'll be such a good example of primal cat, primal tiger that's so usable to themselves that they'll just want to do what you're doing. Yeah, they'll want to join along with us. Take a big inhale to lift. And easy, right back out. 2 more times, big inhale. And long exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. And long exhale. Tip it all the way back, reverse from your hips and everything lifts. Wave up and over, side angle, bend to that back knee as well, forearm rests on your thigh. Roll your body open. So that low lunge, instead of having this hand come down, move your hips toward the ground. Guess what happens? Whoa, how cool is that? You find that right spot for that hand. Then the other one. Lift up through your hips. Drop your torso over your legs here. Easy here. You guys are having a good time. All right, sink it right back toward your low lunge. Scoot your feet a little bit apart. Roll up through your middle high. And all the way down. Lean right. Slide on back. Down dog. Awesome, you guys. And even in your down dog, this is challenging for some people or not for others. But find your space here. A little bend in your knees. Gentle shift to your hips, always making this better for you in a position-wise. Letting whatever position you're in be alive. Be movable. Just like a tiger hanging out in Africa, relaxing in the sunset here. Always taking care of themselves. Making all those little adjustments simply because they are the right adjustments, not because their tiger yoga teacher told them, rotate the inner corner of your foot this way and then you will have enlightenment. Guess what? It's just not true. But if you move in harmony here with yourself, your hands and feet will find the right place. Crawl on out toward your plank pose. Nice long wave, a little bend in your knees. Same thing with your plank. You don't need extra energy in your hands. A lot of yoga people like to kind of claw the ground away. The ground is not going to claw out from under you. On the other side, you have a kind of weak hand, kind of dead fish hand. It's kind of nice to have this like you're at the beach, digging into some sand. You're connecting with the ground as if you're becoming part of it. You're having a nice conversation with the ground here. You're not trying to conquer the ground. The ground will win every single time. So you don't want to be afraid of the ground by not giving it some energy here. So connect, but don't try to freak out. The ground will just laugh at you. Come on down toward your belly and lift on up 2 more times here. Ease on in. And lift on up 1 more time here. Ease on out. And this time, side plank on your right side. Lift up. Roll right. Big, easy stretch and open. All the way back toward your middle. Lift up. Roll left. Big, easy stretch and open. All the way back here toward your middle. Come on down toward your belly. Lift right up and back. Down dog. We'll do a little bit of opening here. Lean left, lift your right leg way up and back. Roll open. We'll land your pigeon here. Soften your shin, your whole body. right on through. Give yourself a good space there to rest. Maybe really leaning into your hip there, scooching your foot a little closer. Find that perfect spot. Crawl yourself back and open. And easy, up and over an opposite way. Maybe run one way or another way. Take your time to find that right spot. Hello from France. Bonjour. Might feel nice to slide your right shoulder underneath your other one. Find a good spot on the ground. Just like a tiger in the wild. Moving how it's best for them. Taking cues from how they feel. Feel free to stay there a little longer if you'd like. If you'd rather come up, a little gentle twist around one way or the other way. Maybe lean forward a bit. You soften that back knee, catch a hold, easy. And eventually, we'll meet in your down dog. We'll take your time, another side, lean right, lift that left leg way up and back, open. We'll land that pigeon, soften your shin right on through, easy. Roll around a bit here, find that perfect spot for you that helps to imagine yourself as a tiger in the wild, maybe at sunrise, just opening up. Surveying your kingdom, easy, up and over. Find that good place to relax. Simply enjoying something that all the animals do that we're oftentimes terrible at is actually enjoying the feeling of ourselves, enjoying what it's like to move in a certain way, the pleasure of that, having our pleasurable moments be ones that are good for us, not ones that are destructive. I was doing final edits on my Clean Mind, Clean Body book, and trying to include some quotes from other people because it's just so much more interesting than myself sometimes. I get tired of hearing my own thoughts, when I'm doing all these things. But Drew Carey said something really interesting. I hope he said this because I keep searching around to make sure. I want to fact check before it actually goes into the book. But Drew Carey said, according to multiple sources, that what was the exact quote? See, I'm feeling so good here in this pigeon. That eating junk food isn't a reward, it's a punishment. So, whatever your junk food is, whether it's actual junk food or doing something kind of a little bit destructive for yourself, that's not the end of the world, but just a little, as they call them in modern culture, a little cheat, a little reward, all of these things. It's so nice to hear it from somebody else that doing these things that are harmful for us aren't rewards, they're punishments. But how do we get out of that? We get out of that by not just beating ourselves up even more, but by finding a better way where we can actually feel good. We can do more things that make us feel better, that are nourishing, crawling around, maybe around the other way. I'm going to lean forward a bit. So I think for me, that's so much what the animals teach us is moving for pleasure, doing everything because it feels good, or because you have to for survival, but you're doing it in the easiest way possible that you can. Lift up and back, nice. Down dog. Oh, hopefully you feel nice and stretched out like glorious tiger there, and crawl back up toward the top of your space, easy. Drop over your legs. We'll go for a chair pose here. Bend your knees, sink your hips, lift up, and sink low here. 2 more times, lift up, and easy, sink low. One more time. Just leave yourself alone as you lift up. Twist toward your front leg here, real easy. Big inhale to stretch. And over toward your other side. One more time each side. Big inhale to stretch. And over toward your right. Big inhale to stretch. And over toward your left. Big inhale to stretch. And up and over your legs here. And place your hands behind you. Nice shoulder release. A little bend in your knees. Finding that perfect spot for you. Relax your hands down. Crawl your hands out a ways in front of your feet. So there's no stress on your knees as you come on down for a nice squat. And your call, if it's nice, just to drop your head and neck through your middle or roll open a bit side to side. If you want to play with some crows, might be a good time. Crawling back to start. And big inhale brings your whole body forward. Moving from your center all the way back, maybe a little side to side, around one way. And big inhale from your center. Don't worry about getting your feet up off the ground. Just bring your body forward. Eventually your feet will come along for the ride of your center. Everything coming forward, playing around there. Easy all the way back. One direction. Let yourself simply play. Maybe you slide an arm under there, roll around. Might feel nice. Kind of get in your hip there, kind of a forward and back crow situation. Kind of invent your own. That's the fun part there. And eventually we'll come on down to sit here, just straightening out my mat. It was going that way. I'm getting all animalistic here. Lift up your legs one more time. Surprise round. Here we go. Ease on down. All the way up. No big deal. Nice and soft. And all the way up. Just a few of these here. Ease on down. And all the way up. And easing down. And all the way up. And easing down. And up. A couple more times here. Rolling down. And up. Right. 3 more times. Nice and soft. Down. And up, really relax your no work in your head and neck and shoulders. And up nice and rolly, easy down. Once you're up here, grab a hold of something. Maybe it's your feet or your ankles. Stretch out. Breathing. Relax your feet down toward the ground there. Crawl your hands back behind you as you push down and lift up. Nice stretch. Ease yourself on down here. And any kind of forward bend you like at the moment. Maybe the bottoms of your feet together for this swan, or maybe legs out or straight forward. Another way that's good for you. Find your own adventure there. Crawl yourself back open. Maybe stay there if it's nicer to let yourself slide one way or toward another way. If you want to let your feet relax, sometimes that's a nice one. You can kind of push the tops of your thumbs into different places on your legs or on your feet. Find all those different meridians. There's one that feels like interesting, something's happening there. It's probably a good one to hang around for a little while. Yourself. Start to come back to yourself. Breathing nice and big and full. I hear you. Someone's saying this is so difficult for me, but I can try. Yeah, so don't worry about the end points of any poses. Main thing is to stay with your breath, move easy when something gets so challenging that you feel outside of yourself. Just stop, breathe, come back to yourself, make your base a little simpler, and move from there. And go around all the way down toward the ground so you're lying on your back. Carry your knees along with you for the ride. Grab a hold of the tops of your knees. Let your legs just fall away from you here. It should feel nice from the top of your head all the way down through your tailbone. And anything at all that's nice before we rest here, maybe a gentle twist side to side, or if you like to go for a bridge or anything else, just a few moments to move how it's best for you. Simply opening up and winding. Try not to think about it. Just let yourself move and breathe. See what happens. Move into all those places that are just asking for some attention. And when you're ready to relax, maybe bring your knees together, stretch your legs out. I don't want to knock over my water glass. I like this one. Bottoms of your feet together, knees out. Just find a good spot for you. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. And everything rest. Feel free to rest here as long as you like. If you're ready to gently bring yourself back up, go for that. It's really easy, no extra work. Find the right spot for you. I'm going to bring you guys around here so I can check in. Roll a little side to side or easy forward and back. Find a nice neutral spot. Balanced, relaxed, ready for anything. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. Your palms together, plug in toward your center. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Twice more, big inhale. Long exhale. More, big inhale. Long exhale. Namaste. Thank you. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Welcome back. My goodness. Oh, I feel strong, feel calm, ready to pounce, but not too ready, not mentally ready. So hopefully that was a fun laboratory in taking cues from the animals and moving in the ways that are most effective, even while we're doing really challenging things. We don't have to get stressed as we go through our week. Although we probably will get stressed, a lot of us, for different reasons, different times, and be creeping up on you or already making a home inside of you. See if we can soften a little bit, move from our middles, and come back to that nice restful state. So we're ready to jump into the action, but we don't have to jump into it overly mentally and overly gnarly and physically as well. So hope that was really fun for you guys. We'll be back tomorrow with more yoga, of course, for the duration. I'm doing a chat with my really good friend. I've known her for over a decade, Dr. Robin Berzin, founder of Parsley Health. Really proud of her. She's built an amazing mission, helping a lot of people through Parsley Health, and she's going to be having a bit of a conversation with me on a lot of our questions on staying healthy at home from a doctor's perspective. So that's really cool. She's official, Dr. Robin Berzin, and she helps thousands and thousands of people all around the world feel better, connect to themselves, and and feel good during this time. So we'll ask her all the questions. You can feel free to leave a comment here or in my stories to ask a question. We'll try to get through them all. There's so many that are coming in already, and thank you so much for that. And I'll post a little bit of a schedule through the week. I plan to give some more support workshops on our sequencing, art of sequencing training that you can find at the link of the bio here. So if you're joined into that, please feel free to join. If you're not joined into that, please feel free to join as well. And if you'd like more info on that, just check the link in the bio. Our spring sale is going for a few more days to the end of April, and you can grab our at-home retreats, our full-length classes, our teacher training programs, the art of intensive, the art of sequencing that is an intensive. The art of the intensive sounds cool too. Maybe that's more of how to teach an intensive. All right, have a great day. Lots going on here. I don't need to bore you with all of that, but you guys have very busy lives, I'm sure, wherever you are, but really take good care of yourself. That's the best we can do. So have a great day. And hey, Doug's back. So have a great day, everybody, and see you really soon. Take care, and see you tomorrow.